got a 4-13 matchup here in the Midwest region. Remember, that's the top right-hand corner of your bracket. In this one, we've got the number 4 seed Indiana Hoosiers taking on the number 13 seed Kent State Golden Flashes. First off, for Indiana, what a great season it's been for the Hoosiers. 22-11 on the year, third in Big Ten play. This team is incredibly balanced. They're 27th in the nation in offensive efficiency and 43rd in defensive efficiency. They're especially good at two-point defense. They're 23rd in the nation in two-point defense, especially guarding the paint. Trace Jackson-Davis, a great defender on the inside. Speaking of Trace Jackson-Davis, he makes this Indiana offense go. He is having an insane season, averaging 21 points per game, 11 rebounds per game, 4 assists per game, and 3 blocks per game as well. I think he should have been in the National Player of the Year conversation. Now, no doubt in my mind that it should have gone to Zach Edey, but Trace Jackson-Davis not too far behind for the Hoosiers. Also for Indiana, Jalen Hood-Schifino has been incredibly hot down the stretch for the Hoosiers. He had 35 points against Purdue just 2 weeks ago. The freshman can get hot in a hurry for Indiana. My big problem with Indiana is their guard play can be suspect at times. We know Hood-Schifino could step up and play well, but he is a freshman, so it's hard to put a lot of pressure and rely on him too much. Indiana has 3 guys who kind of act as those off guards, try to spell Hood-Schifino in that regard, in Galloway, Bates, and Race Thompson as well. One of those 3 is going to have to step up on a game-to-game basis for this Indiana team to keep winning. For the Kent State Golden Flashes, wow, what a mid-major this team is. 28-6 overall. They win the Mid-American. They are the MAC champs this year. This team is all about defense. They're 36th in the nation in defensive efficiency. The 2 things specifically they do really well is they force turnovers and they guard the 3 ball really well. A lot of pressure on the perimeter for this Kent State Flashes squad that could match up well against an inexperienced guard lineup for the Hoosiers in this one. However, offensively, this team is pretty mediocre when it comes to the offensive side of the basketball, especially from 3. They're just 33% from outside as a team. That's not going to cut it if you're going to pull off an upset, especially of this caliber here in the first round. The player to watch out for Kent State is Sincere Carey. Carey is on fire lately, 24 points per game in his last 4. He scored 35 just 2 weeks ago. He has been red hot for the Golden Flashes. My issue with Kent State is they have a lack of an inside presence, and that's huge against Indiana. You're going to need to slow down Trace Jackson-Davis and force Indiana to play on the perimeter, force their guards to lead this team. I don't think Kent State can do that. I do think this is going to be a closer game than most people think. The line actually for this game is fairly small. However, I'm pretty confident in Indiana in this one. I think Jalen Hood-Schifino and Trace Jackson-Davis alone can carry this team to a victory. If I had to put this game on the upset scale, I would say this one is not likely. I am bearish on the Kent State Golden Flashes here in this particular matchup. Give me the Indiana Hoosiers to win this game and move on to the second round of the NCAA tournament. Do you want to win your March Madness bracket pool? Do you want to not only beat your friends, but humiliate them? If that sounds good to you, subscribe down below because we are previewing all 36 first-round games of the NCAA tournament and give you the info you need to crush your friends and dominate your bracket pool.